Avast, ye lasses and buccaneers! Welcome to my review of Sonic Universe issue 55.
Okay, I'll stop talking like a pirate. It's annoying and it hurts the throat. Anyway, we have a brand new post-crossover 4-part story arc featuring one of my favorite Sonic characters, Blaze the Cat. This is also the second story arc to be written by Sonic comic artist Tracy Yardley. Let's see what he has in store for us this time. The story begins in the middle of a battle between Blaze and her friends and pirates during a raging storm. During the fight, Blaze narrates the events leading to the confrontation, including remembering the events of the crossover, how Amy, Cream, and Cheese mysteriously ended up on Blaze's world with some foggy memory, and how together they went searching for the final Soul Emerald, which just so happens to be on that pirate ship. Lucky Blaze. The ammo from the pirate ship? Bombs. Yes, bombs. And very familiar looking bombs, according to Amy. And Blaze, it's not a good idea to use fire with bombs. See what I mean? See what could have happened there, Blaze? Thankfully for them, the pirate ship decides to take a breather, and Blaze will use the opportunity to board the ship, while everyone else creates a distraction. Amy, Cream, you have every right to be afraid of Marine's idea of a distraction. So Blaze boards the ship and, oh, hi Bean! How's it going, you little duck? Yeah, crazy as ever, I see. Oh jeez, this is Marine's idea. Stuffing fireworks inside cannons. Who made her the captain again? Anyway, this is going to end well. Meanwhile, the robot crew suspect an intruder on board, and the captain, via loudspeaker, demands that either Blaze surrender or her friends get destroyed. Thanks to Bean, it turns out that there is a Soul Emerald on board, but it also turns out that Bean, as well as Bart, works for the pirates, and this angers Blaze tremendously. And obviously, the bombs that were chucked at the ocean tornado earlier on, those belong to Bean. Unfortunately, Marine survived her bad plan. Also unfortunate, the boat is starting to leak. And Cream, of all people, suggested that they ram the ship into the pirate ship. So, go Cream? Marine orders the coconut crew to abandon ship, leaving the 3 main girls on board to, well, fight to the death, I guess. The captain, or Captain Metal as he is called, once again repeats his demands, and this time adds a countdown, and Blaze responds in kind by going on deck. When Blaze states her demands, Captain Metal responds with a giant new laser gun, pointed directly at her ship. And you're not going to do it, Captain Metal. You're not going to do it, because there's a cute rabbit on board, and Amy Rose, and... well, Marine I can understand, but not those two, and that Chow as well. Oh boy, he did it. He blasted the ocean tornado to smithereens. And Blaze, you can feel her pain right now. Will Blaze avenge her friends and burn Captain Metal into cinders? Nope. She is knocked out just like that. Captain Metal then goes on a monologuing spiel about how he has been given a second chance at life and how he has ambition now and has plans to use the Soul Emeralds for his own purpose. And we finally get this nice old body shot of Captain Metal holding the last Soul Emerald. Oh, Bean. Alright, let's start with Captain Metal here. He's obviously a rebuilt Metal Sonic. To be specific, the Metal Sonic that dimension hopped with Shadow the Hedgehog and was destroyed by Marine way back in Sonic Universe issue number 1. I guess he took Shadow's advice about being more than a weapon to heart, if he had a heart. Now here's the big question, who rebuilt him? I would say this guy here, but there is a ban on using him in the comics. Now, as for Captain Metal's crew, well, besides Bean and Bark, I don't find them that interesting yet. Maybe that'll change as the arc goes on. And with the 2 named characters, Swash and Buckle, really? I feel like there are more of those types of bad guys, you know, someone like Orbot, Cubot, Scratch, Grounder, Deco, and Baco, that sort of thing. Again, it's early in the arc to tell, really. Now, this story is obviously a sequel to Treasure Team Tango earlier in the Sonic Universe series, and there are a number of nods and references to that story. First of all, Blaze's world, we get a brief glimpse of it in Treasure Team Tango on how bad it's becoming. Here, oh boy, it is raging. It is a nightmare right now, and we can see why Blaze needs those Soul Emeralds ASAP. And characters like the Babylon Rogues and Knack the Weasel got a mention in this arc. So how did Amy, Cream, Cheese, Bean, and Bark arrive on Blaze's world in the first place? Well, it could be because of a certain Genesis wave that happened at the end of a certain crossover, or the will of the Soul Emeralds, or both. It's speculation at this point. There really is no clarification to how they got here. It's just that they got here somehow. And Amy and Cream have a bit of memory trouble. I'm guessing it's because of what happened to Sonic's world. Now Blaze, because she is from another dimension, remembers everything, including the crossover. Okay, for Tracy's writing in this issue, it's okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying Tracy's a bad writer. I enjoyed his Babylon Rising arc. It's just, for right now, it's okay. I mean, in the beginning, there's a whole bunch of exposition, how, bam, we're just right in the middle of a story. How did Amy and Cream and Cheese and all those characters pop in there? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, it's confusing if one hasn't read the crossover with Mega Man. Now, I did enjoy some character moments like Blaze really caring about her friends and the fact that she has some anger issues. And I do enjoy Bean, as always, that crazy duck. You know, I think Tracy made Bean a little bit crazier than Ian's interpretation of the character. Maybe? I don't know. Now, the thing about Marine here is, well, the humor involving Marine, it doesn't work for me, to be honest. I mean, it feels forced. I don't know what it is, it just feels forced. And I'm sure it's probably meant for little kids, but for me, it doesn't work. And I do enjoy certain moments that make me chuckle and smile a little right here. I mean, take this for example. It still makes me giggle every time. Sometimes humor works, sometimes it doesn't. But again, it depends on the audience. And another thing, we get a nice little cameo from the Coconut Crew from Sonic Rush Adventure. Even though we don't get to see individual members, they're just all generic koalas. Like his previous story arc, Tracy pulls double duty as he is also the artist, and it's still pretty decent to me. So with that, I'm going to give this issue a 7 out of 10. I'm just hoping the story picks up. Now, of course, Amy, Cream, Cheese, and Marine aren't dead. They have Sega plot armor. So, how did they escape the giant laser of death? We'll probably see it next issue. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching this review, and I'll see you next time.